My name is Maggie. I'm a psychotherapist and a life relationship coach. Last time I talked about why our emotions are so important. There is a psychological reason, there's physical reason, and there's a spiritual reason. So today I wanted to continue to talk about now that emotions are so important, what can we do to take good care of our emotions? So I think there's one principle and three steps. So the principle is we need to accept what we cannot change and change what we can. So what are the things that we cannot change? Obviously, COVID-19, as individuals, there's really not much that we can do to control how many people get infected or how many people die from that. So we need to accept the fact. Other examples are at some faraway places, there's big fire or some places are flooded. So there's really very little that we can do to help with those situations, and we need to accept. So what can we change? I think eventually what we can change is really ourselves. Changing ourselves can be the most difficult thing, and it can also be the easiest thing. So that's the one principle. And the three steps. The first step is we need to be aware of our emotions. We need to notice how our emotions change from moment to moment. The more we are aware, the better we can manage our emotions. And the second step is to minimize the negative emotions or de-escalate the conflict. And the third step is to solve the problem. I'll give you an example. It happened between me and my 13-year-old son last week. So I wanted to change an old curtain to make it small, fold it, to make it smaller, and then hang it in front of a shelf. My son is the only person who knows how to operate our electric sewing machine. So I, asked him for help. But he was busy with his own things, and he didn't respond positively the first time. So I asked again, come on, help me with this. And, I need to finish this, and I have other things to do, clean the house, all that. And still, he didn't move. So I started to get a little frustrated. And noticing my emotions, I decided not to go after him again, because I know if he didn't say yes, then I would get more frustrated, and probably he would get annoyed. So instead I took the sewing machine and I was going to do it myself. So I sat down and I was trying to figure out where the thread goes and where to put everything. So, and then I noticed that my son actually came to me. He was probably curious what I was doing, right, with the sewing machine. So I asked him, am I doing it the right way? Take a look. And while I was saying that, I moved myself away so he could sit down in front of the machine, and he did. And then he set everything up, and together, we finished the project. It only took us like less than 10 minutes. So I was happy, and he was happy. So I applied the three steps, right? Be aware of my emotions and minimize my negative emotions, or de-escalate the conflict. Even before it started, I didn't really create the conflict, and then I was trying to find a solution. which led to him helping me a positive result. I know that is a very small problem that I needed to solve. I'll give you another example. My daughter's piano teacher. Last week she told me that she had been let go by her full-time employer. But when she was telling me this, she was not complaining. She was not blaming COVID-19. She was not blaming the employer. She was not blaming the government. So instead, she told me that she will collect unemployment, and also she will go back to school to get her degree in music so she can open her own music school. She is a grandma. She has 4 children and she has grandchildren, but she has made grand new plans for herself, and she's looking forward to her future. So we can all decide not to be the victim of what happens to us. We can all choose to be optimistic, happy, and we can all choose to believe that we can create our future, the future that we want. Okay, I hope you will try the 1 principle and the 3 steps, and share with us what you think, what your experiences have been. All right, that is for today. I'll see you next time.